Let the record reflect it's Tuesday, September 15th, 2020 at 6:45 PM. The meeting is being conducted pursuant to Governor Pritzker's Disaster Proclamation and Public Act 101-0640, which amends requirements of the Open Meetings Act due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Pursuant to the same, Village Board finds that it would be impractical to conduct an in-person meeting with all members present. I would ask at this time that the elected officials confirm that they can hear one another. Trustee Berg.
I can hear you.
Trustee Brady.
I can hear you.
Trustee Brennan.
I can hear you.
Trustee Galante.
I can hear you.
Trustee Mueller.
I can hear you.
Mayor Vandenberg. Clerk Therian.
I can hear you.
All the materials for this meeting are available at the village's website. We recommend the members of the public follow the agenda as posted. After members have spoken, I will afford public comment as follows. Once I, the chair, has a list of the public commenters, I will call on each person present in the meeting and afford them their 6 minutes for their comment. The public was also provided the opportunity to submit a request until noon today by email to clerk's office at tinleypark.org or by placing their written request in the Dropbox at the Village Hall to participate publicly via a live teleconference call at the relevant portion of the public meeting. And the public was provided the opportunity to submit written comments until noon today by emailing their public comments to the clerk's office at tinleypark.org or by placing their written comments in the Dropbox at Village Hall. Finally, each vote taken in this meeting will be conducted by a roll call vote. At this time, let us now begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Trustee Berg. Trustee Berg.
Here.
Trustee Brady.
Here.
Trustee Brennan.
Here.
Trustee Galante.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Glatz.
Present?
Trustee Mueller.
Here.
Thank you. Item number 1, and consider approval of the agenda. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second that motion.
Madam Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item 2, consider approval of the minutes of the regular village board meeting held on September 1st, 2020. Do I have a motion?
So moved?
Do I have a second?
I'll second that. I'll second that motion.
Clerk Darian, please call the roll.
Trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item number 3, receive presentation of the Tinley Park Business Spotlight by Clerk Darian and Trustee Glatz. Would you like to go first?
Yes, I will go first. So the Business Spotlight is something that Trustee Glatz and I have been wanting to bring back, and we feel it's even more essential now with the multiple COVID restrictions that small businesses are having to contend with. I'll be introducing Pop's Beef and Sausage. I selected Pop's Beef and Sausage because they're in Will County, and with the issues they've been also facing due to the indoor dining restrictions, I thought they'd be an ideal candidate for promotion. Pop's Beef and Sausage originally opened on March 24th, 1980 in Palos Heights. I used to frequent there quite a bit growing up, and has since expanded to more than a dozen locations across the south suburbs in Indiana, including a location right here in Tinley Park at 7301 West 183rd Street. with a mouthwatering menu that includes sandwiches, burgers, chicken, fish, hot dogs, shakes, gyros, soup, and salads. Pop's Beef is sure to satisfy your hunger for great food and quality service. I'd like to invite Mr. Burke Mattias to come up and say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Burke Mattias. I own the Pops in Tinley Park. I want to thank Clerk Therion for inviting me tonight, Trustee Glatz, the rest of the board members in front of me. I've been doing this for about 14 years. So during a pandemic, how do you run your business? I have no idea. So thanks to the village, you guys have been flexible as far as signs. So right away, one of the first things I did is I put a banner up in front of the business. I've been able to put the now open signs up, the big flags, every morning. So it's kind of like the movies. It's like a victory. Every morning I walk out there and I drive the stake into the ground, and it makes me feel good. But a lot of things that social media has helped tremendously. My general manager, Rachel Matkovich, she does the Facebook page. So on there we post, we do a lot of text specials. So if you go onto Pops Tinley Facebook, there's a text number. So you're supposed to text the number, and then usually Mondays and Tuesdays we'd run a special. So 9:30 in the morning, you get a text on your phone saying what the special is for that day. So because of the pandemic, we've been doing that instead of just Mondays and Tuesdays, we're doing it 6 days a week. Now we're down to 4, but we also do Weenie Wednesday, $2.50 hot dogs. So like today is $3.99 combo sandwich, where normally it's about $6.99. So we're trying to help the community out because the community's been showing their support for us. Really appreciate that. Didn't know if we'd be able to survive there. I rely on that industrial park behind me. So with that being shut down, I didn't know. I didn't realize how much the community comes out. So now I really have seen the rally, the support of the community, something I didn't realize that was there before. I knew it was there, but mainly with mine, it's the businesses behind me. So I really appreciate that. One last thing too, the first responders in that. So what we did is we came up with a shirt saying, thank you, first responders, healthcare workers, and the Tinley Park community. I thought it was very important to us. You know, like I said, we didn't know if we'd survive. Luckily, not too many people lost many hours in the beginning. You know, each person maybe lost a day, but within about six weeks, everyone was back to normal schedule. We do close an hour earlier, close at 8 o'clock instead of 9 o'clock, but I think all the customers have adjusted to that. Customers have been extremely polite, extremely patient, extremely generous with their tipping. You know, they'll tip money at the counters, but some people just come in randomly, just throwing money or whatever. And also, I know the union here is behind us here. Other restaurants that I know about, people don't realize with the pandemic and business owners having to set up their businesses differently. So the kitchen is a lot further away. So servers, that kind of thing, they have to walk a lot further. They have to wear these masks. It's, you know, it's hot outside, that kind of things. So some people get it, have been extremely generous. One last thing too, like to thank the police department, the fire department, Patrick Carr, keeping me updated on everything that was happening. Couple weeks, we had a couple intense things going on. The village always did the right thing and informed all of us. So again, I just want to thank you for spotlighting my business, and thanks for everyone keeping us surviving, and hopefully we'll get through the winter and we'll all get through this. Thank you.
Eric, I'd just like to make one comment. Thanks. If it wasn't, you were going to be my choice if Kristen didn't beat me to it, so I'm glad that you're here. And I just want everyone to know that's not aware or follows Burke. He has to be one of the most thoughtful, generous business owners that I've ever come across. During this pandemic, you will see him on Facebook promoting just about every single business there is in Tinley Park. You know, he doesn't just worry about himself, he's worried about all the other businesses that are around him. He's all over the place, posting of eating at other restaurants, promoting them, which is just unheard of. So, personal standpoint, I just wanted to tell you thank you, and it's quite obvious that you're invested in Tinley Park.
I appreciate that. They're your competition, but they've also become your friends, and we're all in this together.
Yeah, it's amazing what you do, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So the next one is Union Bar and Grill. They're a brand-new Tinley Park restaurant that opened on July 29th of this year at 17821 South 80th Avenue. It's a family-owned business. The Union Bar and Grill provides excellent food. I know that for a fact. I eat the hangover there. Sometimes Joe's seen me 3 times in 3 days. And a full bar service in a one-of-a-kind atmosphere you can't find anywhere else. They have extremely friendly staff and quick service. The Union Bar and Grill is a great place to go with your family and friends. This is owner Joe Colucci's 4th business in Tinley Park and his very first restaurant. So if you and your boss would like to step up.
I like that.
So does she.
It's my wife Melissa. My name's Joe Colucci, obviously from Trustee Glatz. First and foremost, I want to thank Clerk Therion, Trustee Glatz, and the rest of the entire board for everything they've done for us and the support that they've given us. We're grateful. We're a local establishment focused on families, and we have we even support local breweries. Everything is local. It's all about families and locals. That's all we care about. Like Trustee Glatz said, it's our 4th business in Tinley. We've had several businesses, and by far, Tinley is the best village I've ever dealt with, without a question. You guys do a great job. We support Sound Growler, we support Hailstorm. We're doing as much as we can. Anytime that there's any village workers, police, firemen, anything we could do to support, we'll do. But again, everything is based on locals. We have a license that can go later. We choose not to. We only want families and locals. We don't want any of the late night business. And like Burke said, we're all in it together. We're all trying to survive in a pandemic, wearing masks, taking all the precautions. And like Burke said, the servers are rewarded with tips. A lot of the locals, they're so generous. The people in Tinley are great. So, you know, it's been a great experience. So I can't thank you guys enough.
Thank you.
We love the village people.
So,
Anyone else have anything to add?
I want to second the motion on food. Excellent.
thank you.
Been there, haven't you know.
Food's fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I mean,
you
we're-
guys.
Service
for
is
coming.
great.
We appreciate it.
Yeah,
Restaurant's clean.
we appreciate
Great
it.
place.
Everything's quality and try to give you the best that we can.
Well,
So
I've had the best there, so.
I appreciate you saying that.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks again for everything.
Thanks for
Thanks,
coming.
Joe. Thanks, Melissa.
You guys could leave if you want. I know.
Back to work. Or bring a sandwich back, I don't know.
See you guys.
Yep,
Thank
take
you.
care.
Good night.
Item number 4, consider the appointment of Angela Arrigo to the position of Human Resource Director.
I'll make a motion to consider appointing Angela Rico to the position of Human Resources Director.
Have a second?
I'll second that motion.
After the completion of a formal recruitment process with over 40 candidates for the position of Human Resource Director, it was decided that Angela would be the best candidate for the position. Angela has over 20 years of professional level experience in various human resource roles, fostering organizational strategic objectives and driving operational HR efficiencies. Is there any comments from the board?
Just want to say welcome to Angela and looking forward to your experience and all your professional capabilities. I've heard nothing but good things.
Angela, congratulations. Would you like to say a couple things? Jason, make sure you get the camera up.
I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to all the trustees, the board, and also to Mr. Niemeyer and the entire hiring committee. I am truly honored to be able to serve the village of Tinley Park and its employees. I hope to make meaningful impact that will really inspire employees to be their very best every day and to also drive HR operational excellence throughout the organization. As a Tinley Park resident myself, I'm very excited about this opportunity and everything that Tinley Park has to offer. With that being said, I sincerely thank everyone for this opportunity.
Awesome. Thank you. And you're a Tinley resident.
Better yet, congratulations.
Clerk Therian, could you please call the roll for our new HR director?
Gladly. Trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you for coming. You could either stay and listen to, talk about light bulbs and light posts and draining ponds, or you can go home and enjoy yourself. Thank you. Got some really good ones coming. Item number 5, consider the following commission appointments for the fiscal year 2021. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to consider the following commission appointments for the fiscal year of 2021.
You don't need us to read them, do you? Because they're in the record already?
I'm sorry.
You don't need us to read them, do you?
No.
Okay, thank you.
You want a second for that
Do we have a
motion?
second?
I'll second it.
Thank you, Mike. Any questions from the board? No? Madam Clerk, could you please, or no, any comments from the public, either in writing, person, or telephonically? Thank you. Madam Clerk, could you please call the roll now?
Roll call for item number 5, Trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante. Trustee Galante.
Yes. Yep. Sorry, yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item number 6. May I have a motion to consider the approval of the following consent agenda items?
I'll make the motion to consider the approval of the following consent agenda items.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Madam Clerk, could you please read the consent agenda items into the record?
Item A, consider adopting Resolution 2020-R-087, authorizing a professional services agreement between the Village of Tinley Park and Rory Group LLC, lobbyists. And item B, consider payment of outstanding bills in the amount of $2,580,251.61, as listed on the vendor board approval report dated September 4th and September 11th, 2020.
Thank you. Would anyone from the board like any of these items removed from the consent agenda? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Glatz.
Did she say yes?
She did.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item number 7. Mr. Mueller.
I move we consider adopting ordinance 2020-0-050, approving a special use for planned unit development with exceptions related to Phase 1 of the redevelopment of Tinley Park Plaza, located at 15903 to 16205 Harlem Avenue.
Is there a second?
I'll second that motion.
Thank you, Bill.
Thanks, Bill.
Brixmore Property Group is seeking a special use for planned unit development with exceptions related to Phase 1 of the redevelopment of Tinley Park Plaza. The project includes the demolition of an 87,000 square foot of an existing building and the construction of approximately 66,600 square feet for retail uses and general improvements to the inline tenants, including facade improvements, landscaping, and parking lot improvements. The Plan Commission held a public hearing on August 20th, 2020, and voted 5-0 to recommend approval of this ordinance to the village board. This ordinance is eligible for adoption tonight.
Any comments from the board? Madam Clerk, or any comments from the public? Cora? Madam Clerk, you please call the roll.
Roll call for item number 7, Trustee Berg.
No.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante. Mayor Pro Tem Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item 8, Mr. Mueller.
I move we consider adopting Resolution 2020-R-085, authorizing the execution of a tax increment financing redevelopment agreement within the 159th and Harlem TIF District, Brixmore, for the Tinley Park Plaza.
Is there a second?
I'll second the motion.
This item would authorize a tax increment financing redevelopment agreement with the 159th and Harlem TIF District for the proposed revitalization of portions of the Tinley Park Plaza Shopping Center on the east side of Harlem Avenue, south of 159th Street. The owners of the shopping center, Brixmore IA Tinley Park Plaza LLC, have met the but-for requirement necessary for consideration of this agreement to share certain municipal revenues. Without the assistance, the renovation plans would not be able to be undertaken, which would be expected to negatively impact the continued operation of the shopping center and village revenues received from it. The agreement proposes village financial assistance in the amount not to exceed $9.9 million or 50% of the actual project cost, whichever is lower. This assistance will be funded in a combination of TIF incremental revenues generated by the shopping center properties alone and incremental municipal sales tax of 1% generated by all the businesses located at the shopping center over the 10-year period. A maximum of $8.1 million in TIF-eligible expenses are to be paid from the TIF increment generated, with the remainder of $1.8 million to be paid from incremental sales tax. The portion of the incentive to be funded between the TIF-eligible costs and the sales tax can fluctuate based on actual expenses, but not in addition to the overall $9.9 million cap. The amount can be provided from the incremental sales not to exceed $2.5 million. Achievement of the maximum financial assistance under the agreement is heavily performance-based and dependent upon the success of the proposed renovations and attracting new realtors to the center, generating new sales tax to the community. This item was reviewed and discussed at the Committee of the Whole meeting held on September 1st, 2020, and this ordinance is eligible for adoption. And thank you for cutting the item in half this time. Appreciate that, Brad.
Just going to say I thought it should have been longer. Any comments from the board? Laura, is there any comments from the public?
There were not, sir.
Madam Clerk, you please call the roll.
Roll call for item number 8, Trustee Berg.
No.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Glatz.
No.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item number 9, Trustee Mueller.
I move we consider adopting ordinance 2020-0-051, approving the annexation of certain properties located at 18017 Sayre Avenue to the Village of Tinley Park.
Is there a second?
I'll second that motion.
Go ahead, Mike.
Gamma Tinley LLC, also known as Fox College, has petitioned to annex 2 parcels of property totaling approximately 1.74 acres at 18017 Sayre Avenue. One parcel has an existing home that will be demolished, while the other parcel does not have a roadway frontage and is vacant. The property owner has also requested rezoning, a variation, and a plat of re-subdivision related to a proposed expansion of the Fox College parking lot. This ordinance is eligible for adoption tonight.
Thanks, Bill. Kimberly, do you, since there's 3 items for it, right? Do you want to do your memo now, or do you want to wait to a certain?
Whatever you'd like.
You want to just, we'll do it now, and then that'll cover us for all 3?
Yep.
So everyone, Kimberly is going to take it from here before we continue.
So as Trustee Glatz had mentioned, there's several other items after the annexation, and essentially we wanted to provide an update from the Committee of the Whole meeting that we had on September 1st. A resident did attend and raised some concerns regarding the proposed detention pond, specifically some flooding issues that are occurring, as well as the parking lot expansion and the height of the light poles, because a variation was requested as part of their site work. Fox College did reach out and held a meeting. The president held a meeting at the facility on Tuesday, September 9th, 2020, of which the resident was invited, as well as the staff attended. Public Works Director John Urbanski, the village engineer Colby, myself, and Trustee Glatz were present. They did an excellent job going over the plans and actually having the plans in front of everyone. I think they were able to see more clearly the work that was being done, and we felt that after going through that exercise that all concerns were answered to the residents' satisfaction. In conclusion, Fox College's team made some adjustments, specifically a fence that is being proposed. The main issue that was being raised was the color of the fence. The Fox College has agreed that that will be of a brown color or something to blend in with the native landscaping. Essentially, we did not want a white fence. That's something easily that they can accommodate, and they will do that as they move forward. In discussion with the light poles, we demonstrated how there is some difficulty in including more lights at a lower level because there's structures in the parking lot for the stormwater. So essentially, the 20-foot poles are, the newer LED lights now they do a great job of directing light downward, and that the light levels are still fairly minimal, but providing the safety needs that they have to protect their students that will be there at night. So we believe that that issue's been resolved. They kind of understand the light level needs, and there's still quite a bit of a distance from the person's home. The existing pond, we do recognize there is some maintenance issues that need to be resolved, that they will need to be resolved in order for them to move forward. We are reaching out to the school district's attorney to help resolve these issues so that they can move forward with their MWRD process. It's just some maintenance stuff that needs to get resolved, which we feel confident can be done in short order, and then everything will function as it should properly there to resolve any, so there won't be any increased water issues. So with all that, I think they did, Fox College did an excellent job listening to the concerns, inviting the public to come and talk to them. The president is here in the audience too, if anyone has any specific questions of Chris. But I believe that we've addressed all issues and we can move this forward and let them go through some other steps that they have to for a permit. And I want to thank the resident too that came out and brought those concerns to us, because it's important that we know, these things are happening.
Thanks, Kimberly.
Thanks,
I'm
Jimmy.
just going to add, thanks everyone that was able to attend. Thank you, sir, for putting this together for everyone. I think we all agreed we know where the problem is, which has nothing to do with your property. You guys are actually going to be taking more on probably, water, and helping them. The fence, I don't know if you mentioned that it's going to stay PVC. That's something that the owners, Fox College, and the resident agreed to. It'll just be a PVC, but a dark color to match, like some type of wood-like. Thank their attorney, Mr. Arnold. I think all the questions, everything was explained. I think they were all answered. And, we know where the problem is, which doesn't lie on their property. It's just, unfortunately, it's making it appear that it is, your project would make it worse, which it's not. It's actually gonna make it better. So, I don't know if, John, if you wanna add anything, otherwise we'll move on. Thanks, Jeff. Would you guys like to make any comments, or you good?
Just, we want to thank the staff and you, Trustee Glatz, for coming out to the meeting and facilitating that and working through the issues, so thank you.
Thanks for bringing all your maps. I mean, you had everything there. It was great. Are there any comments from the board?
No, I'm very grateful that Fox College listened to the concerns of the community. They work together. That's what it's all about. Thank you.
Anyone from the public like to address the board?
I just want to say thank you for listening and inviting us to the college. That was very nice.
Okay, good. And like you said, they have an open door. If any questions or concerns, you can go to them, you can go to us. That meeting went really well.
But the sewer will be taken care of before the project starts, or?
Yeah, that's something that's being worked on prior to, they can't start that project until what?
This is the-
Probably April or something.
Okay.
By the time you get done with MWRD, if you were perfect world.
At the earliest. All right.
Yeah, okay. So there's tons of time for all the other stuff. Is there any comments electronically? Madam Clerk, you please call the roll.
Roll call for item number 9. Trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item 10, trustee Mueller.
I move we consider adopting ordinance 2020-0-052, granting a map amendment to rezone certain properties located at 18017 Sayre Avenue upon annexation into the Neighborhood General Zoning District.
Is there a second?
I'll second that motion.
Thank you, Bill. Go ahead, Mike.
Gamma Tinley LLC, also known as Fox College, is seeking to rezone the properties located at 18017 Sayre Avenue upon annexation to the Neighborhood General Zoning District for the expansion of the Fox College parking lot. The parking lot expansion will net a total of 88 parking stalls on the site and allow Fox College to expand its curriculum at its existing location. The Plan Commission held a public hearing on August 20th, 2020, and voted 5-0 to recommend approval of the map amendment. This ordinance is eligible for adoption tonight.
Thank you. Are there any comments from the board? This item is for first reading.
No,
It says right on there. That's okay. So it's for adoption. Yeah. Any questions from the public?
There were none, sir.
Anything electronically?
There were none, sir.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, you please call the roll.
Roll call for item 10, trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item 11, trustee Mueller.
I move we consider adopting Resolution 2020-R-086, approving and accepting a final plat for the Fox College re-subdivision at certain property located at 18017 Sayre Avenue and 18020 Oak Park Avenue.
Have a second?
Second?
Thank you.
Gamma Tinley LLC, also known as Fox College, has requested final plat approval for Fox College re-subdivision associated with the proposed parking lot expansion. The plat will consolidate two parcels at the existing Fox College site located at 18020 Oak Park Avenue and two additional parcels proposed to be annexed and rezoned for the parking lot expansion. The Plan Commission reviewed the final plat of re-subdivision and recommended approval subject to final engineering plan approval. This resolution is also eligible for adoption tonight.
Thank you, Mike. Any comments from the board? I just want to add, this will probably be the most expensive parking lot in Tinley Park. Thank you for your commitment. Any comments from the public?
No, there were.
Anything electronically?
No.
Madam Clerk, yeah, please call the roll.
Roll call for item number 11, trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item 12, it's trustee Mueller.
Consider adopting ordinance 2020-0-053, granting a variation from section, I think that's 12.3.I.7, Legacy Code Lighting Standards of the zoning ordinance at the property located at 18017 Sayre Avenue and 18020 Oak Park Avenue.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Go ahead, Mike.
Thank you. Gamma Tinley LLC, also known as Fox College, is seeking a variation to permit a different light pole type and light fixture at a height of 25 feet where the ordinance allows 20 feet at the Fox College property located at 18017 Sayre Avenue and 18020 Oak Park Avenue in the Neighborhood General Zoning District. The lights are associated with the parking lot expansion. The Plan Commission held a public hearing on August 20th, 2020, and voted 5-0 to recommend approval of these three variations. This ordinance is eligible for adoption tonight.
Thank you. Any comments from the board? Any comments from the public?
There were none, sir.
Any comments electronically?
There were none.
Madam Clerk, you please call the roll.
Roll call for item number 12, trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item 13, trustee Berg.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Glatz. I move to consider adopting Resolution 2020-R-088, authorizing a social media policy.
Thank you. Thank you. Is there a second?
I'll second that motion.
Thank you, Bill.
Go ahead, Cindy.
The Village of Tinley Park uses several social media platforms as tools to communicate with residents, businesses, and visitors. The Village has created the policy to establish general standards and responsibilities for the acceptable use of these social media tools, which govern the use, administration, management, monitoring, and retention of social media and social media content. This resolution is eligible for adoption.
Thank you, Cindy. Any comments from the board? Any comments electronically, fuzzily, or anything else?
No public comments.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Roll call for item 13, Trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 14, Bill Brady, you're up.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to consider adopting ordinance 2020-0058, amending the various sections of the Tinley Park Village Code pertaining to the office of the village collector and amending the salary of the village clerk to reflect the removal of the collector's duties from the office of the village clerk effective May 1st, 2021. I get a second on that?
I'll second it.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Mike. Or Bill.
In the staffing study level that we conducted back in June of 2017, it was recommended that the financial functions performed by the village clerk be transferred to the treasurer's office. The clerk's official subsequently effected a complete transfer of all staff conducting financial functions to the treasurer's office back in 2019. Salaries of elected officials cannot be changed while in office. This ordinance would eliminate the clerk as a collector office from the Code of Ordinances and eliminates the additional pay received by the clerk for the collector's duties effective May 1st, 2021. This item was discussed at the Committee of the Whole on September 1st, 2020. This ordinance is eligible for adoption.
Thank you. Any comments from the board? I just want to add thank you, Clerk Therian, for bringing this forward. It was very transparent of you. You could have easily said nothing and no one would have known the difference, so thank you. Any comments from the public?
There were not, sir.
It's great. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Roll call for item number 14, Trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 15, Trustee Brennan, you're up.
Very good. Thank you, Trustee Glatz. I'd like to make a motion to consider adopting ordinance 2020-0-059, amending certain provisions of the Tinley Park towing of motor vehicles ordinance.
Is there a second?
I'll second that motion.
Go ahead, Bill.
Thank you, Diane. Any municipality may, consistent with the Illinois Vehicle Code, provide by ordinance procedures for the release of properly impounded vehicles and for the imposition of a reasonable administrative fee related to its administrative and processing costs associated with the investigation, arrest, and detention of an offender, or removal, impoundment, storage, and release of a vehicle. The administrative fee of $500 imposed by the municipality may be in addition to any fees charged for the towing and storage of an impounded vehicle. The administrative fees will act as a strong deterrent and will hold those accountable for their actions associated to criminal activity. This ordinance is eligible for adoption.
Any comments from the board? Any comments electronically, in person?
No
or out there?
public comments on this one.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Roll call for item number 15, Trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Item 16, I'd like to make a motion to consider adopting Resolution 2020-R-089, approving a contract between the Village of Tinley Park and Utility Dynamics Corp. for the site and building improvements at 174th Street and 67th Court. Do I have a second?
I'll second that motion.
Thank you, sir. Consider awarding a contract to Utility Dynamics Corp. in the bid amount of $51,951.50. This item was discussed at the Committee of the Whole meeting held prior to this on September 15, 2020. This resolution is eligible for adoption. Any comments from the board? Deputy Clerk, any comments electronically or any other way?
There were none.
No. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Roll call for item number 16, trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item 17, I'd like to make a motion to consider adopting Resolution 2020-R-090, approving a contract between the Village of Tinley and Integral Construction, Inc. for Freedom Pond Landscape Enhancements, Phase 2. Do I have a second?
I'll second that motion.
Thank you. Consider awarding a contract to Integral Construction, Inc. at the bid amount plus allowance of $233,820. This item was discussed at the Committee of the Whole held on September 15, 2020, prior to this meeting. This resolution is eligible for adoption. Are there any comments from the board? Are there any comments from the public, electronically, physically, anything?
No
Thank you.
public comments.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Roll call for item number 17, trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item 18, I would like to make a motion to consider adopting Resolution 2020-R-091, approving a sole source purchase of materials between the Village of Tinley Park and Lion View for the LED street lighting replacement, 159th Street project. Do I have a second?
I'll second that motion.
Thank you, Bill. Consider approving the sole source purchase order to Lions View in the amount of $98,200. This item was discussed at the Committee of the Whole meeting that was held on September 1st, 2020. Resolution is eligible for adoption. Are there any comments from the board? Are there any comments from the public, electronically, physically?
No public comments.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Roll call for item number 18, trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to consider adopting Resolution 2020-R-092, approving a contract extension between the Village of Tinley Park and John Burns Construction for the LED street lighting replacement, Phase 4, 4A, and 4B. Do I have a second?
I'll second that motion.
Thank you, Mr. Brady. Consider awarding a service contract extension to John Burns Construction for the estimates as quoted in the amounts of $309,243. Phase 4 is $114,584, Phase 4A, and $225,690. This item was discussed at the Committee of the Whole, held on September 1st, 2020. The resolution is eligible for adoption. Are there any questions from the board on the LEDs? No. Deputy Clerk, is there any questions from anybody?
No public comments.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Roll call for item number 19, trustee Berg.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Brennan.
Yes.
Trustee Galante.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Glatz.
Yes.
Trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. And there's a burden in Village Hall. Item number 20, receive comments from the staff. Dave, you grab the
Yes.
microphone.
Yes, just quickly congratulate Angela, but I wanted to really thank Paula Wagner and Hannah for their work over the last several months, and kind of filling in while we've had a vacancy in that position, so that's it.
Thank you. Does anyone else from staff like to comment?
Yeah, I do actually want to just give the board a quick update. further discussion at our most recent COW in regards to adult use cannabis. Staff has finalized that application, and we've shared it with the individuals who have made contact thus far. So just, we'll see what applications we receive on an ongoing basis and more to follow.
Thank you.
Thanks, Anna.
Anybody else? Kimberly, John, you want to jump in? No? Awfully quiet, John. Item 21, receive comments from the board. Would anyone from the board like to make a comment?
I would.
He goes first. Trustee Brady.
I would like to invite everybody this Saturday out to the rededication of Briscoe Park to the name of our former police chief, Mike O'Connell, and his family. The Park District is going to honor him and change the name of the park to the Michael O'Connell Park. And they're going to have the ceremony at 10 o'clock over there, and I invite everybody to come out and see it. Mike O'Connell was a great guy in all sorts of areas that he worked with the church, the school. As a matter of fact, he was obviously the founder of my Boy Scout troop, chartered by the Tinley Park Police Department. So he was instrumental, obviously, in getting us to have the troop there.
That's great. Thanks, Bill.
So come on out Saturday, 10 o'clock.
Mr. Mueller.
I'd like to take a moment to announce a couple of retirements in the Community Development Department. First up was Jean Bruno, who started working for the Building Department in 1997 as a part-time job, which later turned into a full-time position in the Building Department. She's retiring from the office coordinator position after working in the village for 23 years. Jean has been a dedicated employee, and we wish her all the best in her next chapter. Next up is Gene Lodi. He'll be retiring after 17 years working for the village. Gene has been a tremendous asset to the village, bringing his knowledge and professional plumber experience to the building department. He's been instrumental in looking out for the residents and businesses throughout this community. We wish all the best to Gene as well.
Thank you. We're losing a lot of knowledge. Anybody else? Item 22, receive comments from the public. Are there any comments from the public, either in writing, in person, or anyone that would like to call in today?
There was one received by email, and it was sent out to everybody this morning, everybody on the board this morning.
Did the village board, everyone on the village board receive that comment from Laura Gadet?
I did.
Yes.
You did.
You did. Trustee Berg and Galante?
I did. I thought it was asked that it be read. I mean, I thought it was asked that it be read. Yes, it needs to be read. He's right.
It doesn't. Okay. Item number 23.
Or we should have,
Motion
wait, I have,
to adjourn to
no,
executive.
can I continue? I'm a little confused. I don't think it's right if somebody sends in a comment and we're not gonna, I don't want to break a rule here. We should let them know if they're not going to be able to read the comment, then we should let them come and talk. They should have known that. Did we reply to them that we weren't going to read it?
Everyone
The person that sent the
everyone
comment.
is aware that, Diane, the rules are, public comment is what it is. There's no one has to respond to it. You could submit public comment, and it was submitted according to the pack. If you want to add anything more, Diane, I know you want them to speak, but go ahead.
Sure. The public comment is, guarantees the opportunity to address the village board. I don't believe in our notice that we indicated it would be read aloud. So I don't believe there is a violation in not reading it. You all have had it. It's, yeah, it's been addressed, again, the public comment period.
Thank you, Pat.
Yeah, public comment is to address the village board. We believe that standard's been met.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for. I want to make sure that we're not breaking a rule because from when it was sent, I just expected it was going to be read. And I do think the people in the audience would want to hear it there.
We've gone through this several times. Item number 23. Can I have a motion to adjourn to executive session to discuss A, the purchase or lease of real property for the use of public body, including meetings held for the purpose of discussing whether a particular parcel should be acquired, B, the setting of a price for sale or lease of property owned by the public body.
I'll make that motion.
Do we have a second?
I'll second that motion.
Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Roll call for item number 23, trustee Berg,
Yes.
trustee Brady,
Yes.
trustee Brennan,
Yes.
trustee Galante,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Glatz,
Yes.
trustee Mueller.
Yes.
Motion carries. We will be adjourning to executive session. It is 7:36. This will end our public meeting this evening, and there will be nothing to follow. Thank you, everyone.